day to you viewers, the Colonel speaking to you live from the Orangery, or what's left of it, at the Preceptory for British Imperial YouTube Broadcasting. And as the sun streams in through what's left of the roof, has been doing that for some time today. I got here at 6 o'clock. I have to because of the ghastly traffic these days round Oxford. Took me, well, about half an hour from the Grange to Oxford, and then nearly 3/4 of an hour from the end of the M40 to North Oxford, and then a little bit beyond from where we are now, all because of the ghastly roadworks, which sends traffic from Kennington all the way down to Bicester and up to, well, beyond Yarnton, certainly that way, up to the M40 through North Oxford. Awful. Anyway, that's enough of the traffic news. What are we doing here? Well, this is a Pathe Actuelle, an American Pathe, not a French one. I bought a couple of these with a collection a couple of weeks ago now, about 50 odd machines, and there were two of these, and when I opened one it was empty, or rather the cabinet was full of Pathe disc 14-inch ones, because as you can see it's designed for them. I think the side panels in there are designed for 20-inch discs, but I haven't tried that because I've only got a few of those, and not quite, yeah, I think they're here somewhere. Amazing, but unfortunately it's rather badly designed, because these shelvings, you know, and the huge weight of the 14-inch discs tend to sort of push the bottom out of the case, so that's got to be repaired. And the other one, it had been gutted, all the mechanics had taken out, so it was just for record storage. Anyway, this one is complete. There we go. Pathe. You open the doors, and there it is. Actuelle. Pathe Freres Phono Company, and that's because, if you can see in the back there, it's an American one. This is the style H. Yes, not HH. So a wonderful thing. Gilt-plated fittings, and this strange cone. There is no horn. There's also a secret door, I presume, so you can play it with the lid down and let the sound out. It's not very loud. I don't know why that should be. It's got a big motor in it. I think it's a Heinemann motor. It's got the original handle. I've owned one of these before, which I think was an oak one. Not quite sure I got that. Oh yes, I am. I remember. Yes. And there was this one. Now, this one, as I said, has been in a collection for some time, which I bought. But then I began to look at rather familiar features, like the cone. I realised it was one that has a provenance. Most machines in the UK have a provenance, viewers. They've been through auctions or whatever, or collections. This one was in the Don Watson sale, 2004. I didn't buy it, the leading dealer did. He paid just over 100 quid for it. I had to pay him 400 quid for it, which is apparently his typical markup. I sold it on, had a bit of fun with it, sold it on, and here it is back with me again. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with it. It's not in brilliant condition, but it hasn't deteriorated. I reconed it then. I reconed one for a friend of mine. It was recently seen on eBay. Someone had bought his entire collection. Didn't sell on eBay. He had one of those Pathe diamond ones, and I reconed it for him. He used the same material here. Comb was in dire condition. Well, the thing is with these is they're designed to play both types of records, and this is how I'm using this chipped record. Now let's get this right. That's lateral. That's okay, so hopefully this will play. It does increase the sound. I think that was filthy cheers, viewers. Dear oh dear, let's fix that brake. Now cast into the cone, it says lateral there, but if you turn it that way, it says Pathe. And then you turn this that way. Make sure that's in the right position. It is. Oh, I haven't got a... Or have I? Did I put... I'll just put you down a minute, talk amongst yourselves. Yes, there it is. I've got a Pathe stylus here, which I will attempt to play a Pathe with. That's better. Right. Right, we'll find a Pathe disc. I can see some in here, so it'll be pot luck what we get. Giralda Overture by Adolphe Adam. Now, this is designed, or well, the record compartment was designed for these, and they're a bit blessed awkward on there. 14-inch ones. Controls are not easily found either, but there we go, we've done it. Right. Yeah, it's not the best of reproduction at the moment, but I'm not quite sure how one adjusts these. You see, from the stylus there, you can see the mountings hopefully. There's a wire that goes right the way through into the back there, which then attaches to the end of the cone, there. And there must be something to adjust on that for the tension, but I haven't done it. I'm not quite sure how. I don't want to wreck it. But there you go, that's the Pathe Actuelle, or one I happen to have. I'm not entirely certain what I'm going to do with it. The case is a little bit dull, as you can see. It needs refreshing, but at least it's got the original colour. Just needs a jolly good clean, really. That's the trouble with machines that aren't in... Well, in British collections that end up... most of which ends up in damp, dodgy old houses. And crumbling old sheds. Well, this wasn't. This was in quite a nice house, but... and it hasn't deteriorated in the time that he's had it. As I said, 11 years ago I first saw and owned this. Extraordinary. Well, hopefully you enjoyed that. More to come. Thank you and goodbye.